the 2021 annual Forest Hills Tailgate Party. I'm Kim Hostetler, and we are going to be taking a little trip around the tailgate party in just a moment. Last year, we were unable to have this due to the pandemic and COVID, but we are back at it again. And as you can see behind me, we've got a ton of people, and it is wonderful to see. It is a beautiful evening here tonight. In just a little bit, the Forest Hills Rangers will be taking on the Bedford Bisons, and I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful matchup. So for right now, let's take a little trip around and let's see what kind of good food and all kinds of things that these different clubs and organizations are selling. Come on, let's go. Our first stop is the Forest Hills Junior High soccer team. We've got some members here. Who are we talking to this evening?
Bella, Laura,
Marley,
Paxton, Danica, Alexis.
All right, sounds good. So what are we doing here? What are your proceeds going towards?
They're going towards the boys and girls junior high soccer teams. They're just for our boosters this year, so we can have a party at the end of the year.
Fantastic, and I see it looks like, obviously October is breast cancer month, correct? So it looks like your hair looks gorgeous, honey. What's your name?
Avery.
Have you been able to see your hair yet?
No.
Well, I'll tell you what, take my word for it. It looks really cute, doesn't it? Fantastic. Well, I hope you all raise a lot of money, and good luck on your season, girls. Thanks. All right, so we have our second table that we're visiting, and this table is from SAD. That's exactly right. Miss Shannon Curry.
So it's Students Against Destructive Decisions. So we're drug-free. So drug-free looks like me.
That's exactly right. Look at, what do you notice about these three ladies here with their red glasses? Yes. So
we're promoting our Red Ribbon Week, which is the last week in October.
Very good. And so tell me, what are we selling?
We're selling gobs and Oreo cake balls and thank you.
Peanut butter no bakes.
Here we go. Peanut butter no bakes. It all sounds yummy and delicious. Did you make a lot of money so far?
Yeah. I would probably
Doing all right? Very good. Excellent. Well, I'll tell you what, the glasses are definitely, they're sweet. They're sweet. Love, oh, look at that. Look at that. Love it. Oh, what is it? Oh, I love it. I definitely need them with the sun in my eyes. It's a little crazy.
Because drug-free looks like me.
Me.
There you go.
Yes, thanks, ladies. You're all right. Let's check them out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely an improvement.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right, so the next booth that we came across was the girls' tennis team, right? No boys? We don't say, no boys, just the girls' tennis team. Could I have some names?
Natalie Carosi,
Gracie Ray.
Kayla Clifford.
All right, so ladies, what are we selling here today?
We have a whole variety.
Things.
Cookie dough, baked goods,
Candy, tennis balls.
Yes. You can buy a tennis ball for 50 cents if you want it signed by anybody, or everybody can sign it. And yeah, we're selling cookie dough, cupcakes, cookies, cake bombs instead of pops because they're bigger, and just a bunch of candy. It's really good, and some pretzels as well.
Wow, sounds yummy. I love it. And Natalie, this girl was mine back in the elementary school back in the day. Oh my gosh. What are you now? Are you a senior? Oh, that's crazy. That's definitely crazy. So what's your money going towards that you're raising today?
We don't really know. Maybe tennis party, retirement
We might buy Coach a ticket to the U.S. Open.
Sweet. Mr. Waxmunski would love that. That's wonderful. Well, ladies, good luck. I hope you sell lots and make lots of money. And it was great seeing you again, Natalie. And thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate you joining me this evening. Yay! All right, so the next booth up the way was the Forest Hills Wrestling booth. And joining me right now is Jackson Arrington. Jackson, you have a really, really big accomplishment that just happened, what, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, yeah.
So tell me all about it.
So I went out to Dallas, Texas, and I was invited to an event called Who's Number One, and they basically took the top 2 wrestlers in the country, and you wrestled for the number 1 spot, and I won.
Unbelievable. I am so proud of you, and I just cannot say enough, like, congratulations. I mean, this kid is heading to North Carolina, right? North Carolina State. When he graduates, what a sweet position to be in, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. They have a good program down there. They're like 3rd in the country right now, so they're doing good.
Well, congratulations. You deserve, I know how hard you work. You know, just being friends of the family, I know how hard you work, and all that hard work pays off. So I'm really, really proud of you and the entire wrestling team. I mean, what a team.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Fantastic. So congratulations. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're selling here tonight?
Halushki, and we got gobs.
Ooh, great combination. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
It's a good
Very
time.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jackson, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so joining me right now is, what is your name, sweetie?
Duncan Thomas.
All right, Duncan, what grade are you in, honey?
I'm in 7th grade.
Oh, so how are you liking the new junior senior high?
It's pretty good. There's pizza every day.
Oh, pizza every day. That's a bonus, for sure.
Yeah.
Excellent. So what do you think? What do you think about the tailgate party? Is this the first time you've come?
Yeah, I got cake. I ate it all.
I was going to say, there's not too much left there.
Yeah, there's
Those
just
couple
sprinkles.
sprinkles, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yes.
Do you know what booth it was from?
It was from that booth. It was from the cake booth over there.
Okay, sounds good. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you're having a great time, honey. Who's going to win tonight?
I don't know who's on the team. I don't know any of the teams.
Well, let me just tell you, it's the Forest Hills Rangers playing the Bedford Bisons. Who's going to win?
Oh, I think Forest Hills.
Oh, heck yeah, that's right, buddy.
Go Forest Hills!
Woohoo! Thanks, honey. Thanks for joining me. All right, joining me right now is Mr. Ben Grove, and he is the coach, right? Coach and advisor of the Forest Hills Esports team. So this is all brand spanking new, right, to Forest Hills?
Yeah, we've been around since the spring of last year, and we're growing by the numbers at this point. We play Overwatch, Valorant, and Rocket League, and kids are always excited to come out and try out and play.
Excellent. Well, this is an exciting adventure here now.
Yes.
Excellent. And what are we selling today, Ben?
We have sliced ham, barbecued ham, chopped ham with potatoes, cheesy potatoes, and your choice of cake with a meal deal for $4.
Well, I must tell you, I just interviewed a student, a 7th grader, who had cake. There was nothing left but the sprinkles. So, and I'm thinking it came from your booth.
Probably so. There's a lot of variety that we have.
Excellent. He said it was delicious. So what is your money going towards?
We're building here so that our kids can continue to play for other leagues and maybe new leagues that are coming out here soon. Right now we're in 2 leagues, one with the Esports company, which we're finding out what schools we'll be playing against, and all of the money that we make goes for our kids to play directly.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Thanks, Ben. All right, so joining me right now are 2 members of the Varsity girls volleyball team, and let me tell you, they have been having an outstanding season so far this year. So tell me, what are your names, girl?
I'm Lexington Coick. I'm Mackenzie Hoover.
All right, and first of all, start out with, what is your record this year?
We are 9-1 right now. We're 8-0 in the Laurel Highlands.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. I mean, what a season. You are really, really doing an awesome job. Your booth, it looks like you're selling all kinds of yummy things. I know I made a swing around everything, and I promised that I would be back because you have buffalo chicken dip, and that's one of my favorites. What else are you selling, girls?
We have dirt, which is like, you know what dirt is. And then we have some candy, I'm pretty sure.
Great. So what are your proceeds going towards?
They're going to go towards like new gear for us, and definitely towards the end of the year gifts, and just back to our program so that we can continue to get like banners and stuff like that and host tournaments.
Very good. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm really, really proud of you girls. I only made it to 1 game so far, but I was just so very impressed. So congratulations on a wonderful season. All the best to you. And I hope you sell lots of good food. As soon as I'm done, I'll be right back to get some buffalo chicken dip. I already bought like 5 bags of those cookies. Those ones with the Hershey Kisses, so good. Can't wait to tear into those. All right, ladies, thank you so much. I think this is my last stop. And this is, as you can see, the Forest Hills Alumni Association. And with me right here are the 3 officers. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
I'm Lori Roberts, and I'm the Secretary Treasurer.
Brenda Barclay, I'm the President.
Patty Hudson, I'm the Vice President.
Patty Hudson, are we related? That's crazy. How about that? My maiden name is Hudson. Wow, wait. So tell me all about the Forest Hills Alumni Association.
So the Forest Hills Alumni Association was formed, I don't know, 20 years ago, and originally we were formed to give some scholarships to students, but we're sort of reformulating why we're here now, and we're trying to gain some new members to do some mentoring for our students, to work on class reunions and that type of thing.
Very good. As a matter of fact, I believe there's a variety of ways that you can join. Is there not? So can you tell us about that?
You can join here tonight. We have membership forms here. You can also join online through the Forest Hills Alumni website, through the foresthillsrangers.org website. You can also join through the Community Foundation for the Alleghenies and pay directly there.
Fantastic. Well, I joined tonight. It's only $10. And you get this really cool pin. It's in my pocket. It's in my pocket, and I love it. It's our logo. That's been our logo for a long, long time. It's on the side of my class ring. Take it out, Lori, so we can see it. And we also have, they're selling some really cool t-shirts, long-sleeved and short-sleeved as well. Check it out. And
the design of the t-shirt was done by Carol and Courtney Ciceri. Thank you very much.
Yes, fantastic. And Jay, get a picture of this, a close-up, because everybody's going to want this pin as well. Yeah, I will wear it proudly. I will say, yes, I will wear it proudly. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Who's going to win tonight, ladies?
Forest Hills.
Yes.
Welcome, Ranger fans, to G.H. Miller Stadium here in Sidman, Pennsylvania for a very exciting night. Yeah, we'll talk about the football game, but we got a tailgate party going on outside that's been happening since 4:30. It is homecoming night tonight. There are tons of kids and families here enjoying all these festivities. The tailgate night has been a tradition here for a long time. We'll touch on that throughout this evening, but there are tons of clubs and organizations from Forest Hills High School that are earning money for their specific organizations. Tons of good food, which we both partaken in a little bit, I think. And why we're here, though, is to watch Forest Hills Rangers play against a really tough opponent in the mighty Bedford Bison. What do you think about the game?
Well, I'm Jim Lashinsky. This is my son, Scott Lashinsky, and we are excited to be here. We have an undefeated 5-0 Bedford Bison team playing against the 2-3 Forest Hills Rangers. 2-3, but they very easily could be 4-1 right now. They lost a 1-point game. They were in the other 2 games, lost one pretty big, but they are ready to come out tonight. We talked to Coach Myers about this, and he's very, very happy with the progress of this team. Looking forward to a big night and hopefully a big Ranger win. Go Rangers.
All right, we're back with Coach Justin Myers from Forest Hills. Get some insight on tonight's contest against Bedford. First of all, before we talk about Bedford, a little bit about your team and the mindset coming into a big night.
Yeah, our kids have a great mindset. We know every week in the Laurel Highlands it's going to be a tough competition. Our kids have been playing well as of late. You know, with our running game, Damon Crawley's been fantastic. Our offensive line's been very, very good, and our defense is starting to come together.
Talk about a tough night. There's not an easy night in the Laurel Highlands Conference, and you've sitting at 2-3 right now. 3 or 4 plays here and there, and that record flipped on its head, or 4-1 or better. How do you keep that focus coming in? But every night is a huge night.
Yeah, every night our kids know that playing the Laurel Highlands, you're playing against potential district champions. You know, and that's it sounds weird to say, but the kids know it's a battle every night. We could easily be 4-1 right now. We're sitting at 2-3, but the kids haven't given up hope yet. We're still looking to try to get in the playoffs later, and hopefully we can get there.
Tonight we're going to be looking at 2 of the premier athletes in the Laurel Highlands. sometimes people may say in the state, in Damon Crawley and Mercury Swain from Bedford. Damon Crawley leads the state in rushing, and you were telling us earlier, maybe a little more than leading the state.
Yeah, Damon right now, according to Max Preps, I think he's in the top 10 in rushing in the whole country right now, and that's at all levels. And Damon's done a fantastic job, running the ball for us, seeing holes. He has breakaway speed, but he's also a power back. He's able to get the extra yardage when needed.
Well, as you said, though, it all starts with your offensive line. And Damon would be the first one to tell you that if the holes aren't there and the players aren't doing what they need to do up front, his statistics would not be what they are. I mean, I know he's broken some long runs on his own, but that offensive line of yours.
Our offensive line's been fantastic. We knew coming into this year that was our strength. We have 5 guys returning from last year's core, and they've really taken a leadership role. And when in doubt, when we need a play, I go to the offensive line and say, hey, what do you think we can do? And it's always just run it.
Well, Coach, to me, this Forest Hills program is only looking up, and you're doing a great job. Thank you very much, and good luck tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to G.H. Miller Stadium for tonight's Laurel Highlands Conference matchup between the Bedford Bisons and our Rangers of Forest Hills. This promises to be an exciting game. It's already been an exciting night. We've got to partake in some of the foods and festivities of tailgate night out in the parking lot here at Forest Hills. It's homecoming this evening. There's lots of excitement in the air, but Bedford brings a talented football group to the game tonight.
They have an undefeated 5-0 group playing tonight against the 2-3 Forest Hills Rangers. And as we alluded earlier, the Rangers' fortunes have been such that a couple of plays here or there, and their record could be flipped. Instead of 2-3, they could be 3-2, or possibly 4-1. They lost a one-pointer and a one-touchdown game that were certainly heartbreakers, and they've come through and had a big upset last week against Chestnut Ridge. So they are primed and ready to go, and the captains are ready to approach the field to the officials. The officials tonight's game are from the State College chapter of PIAA officials. The referee is Kevin Ransom. The umpire is Jason Dershin. The linesman is Mark Armstrong. The line judge, Nate Roop. The side judge is Cole Bittner. And the field judge, Ruben Sanchez. The officials for tonight's game. And as the captains approach the field, you see the Rangers will also walk out to the hash mark.
Your Ranger captains this evening, number 2, Nick Caddy. Number 5 is Damon Crawley. Number 14 is Tyson Snyder. And big 77 is Gavin Blau. That won't be the last time you're hearing those names mentioned this evening, I'm sure.
And referee Kevin Ransom is explaining the options to the captains at the 50-yard line on the Ranger logo in the beautiful, newly renovated, newly built Forest Hills G.H. Miller Stadium.
What a campus, huh?
Beautiful. Forest Hills has won the toss, and they have deferred. Oh, excuse me, it looks like he's doing it the other way. Bedford won the toss. They have deferred, and Forest Hills will receive the opening kickoff. Forest Hills will receive at the west end of the stadium.
Wait, you tell me the officials messed up already?
No, I think he was just a little confused on east and west, probably.
All right. It'll be one of those nights. All right, so Forest Hills electing to take the ball. Maybe a little peek at the game plan already. You don't want to read too much into it. But with Bedford's strength of running the football and just the ball control offense that they have and the talented running scheme that they're going to bring to the table, you want to keep the ball out of their hands as much as you possibly can. Now, Forest Hills has a pretty solid running game themselves. So, I'm just speculating here, but you'd think maybe both teams want to control the clock, maybe shorten the game a little bit as far as keeping that clock moving as they possess the ball. What do you think about that game plan?
Well, you look at Forest Hill's strengths, and obviously their strength also is the running game. Their offensive line has been doing a super job with Damon Crawley. Damon is leading the state in yards gained.
Not the conference.
Not the conference,
No.
not the state. In the country,
yeah,
he is ranked in the top 10 of players who have played the same amount of games. Damon averages over 220 yards a game on the ground. And he would be the first to tell you. It all starts with his big offensive line. We have some veteran offensive line performers for Forest Hills, and they're going to get a chance to show their stuff first. Damon Crawley, number 5, is back to receive the kickoff with number 4,
Brady Christ.
Brady Christ.
Yeah. Those numbers are ridiculous. Just to put another bow on that. That comes out to about 12 yards, almost 12 yards every time he touches the ball. 12 yards.
Well, Forest Hills has also been running some wildcat formations with Crawley getting the direct snap.
He'll get a direct snap. Yeah, that's definitely a wrinkle they've been using here in the recent weeks.
Bedford's ready to kick off.
We're underway.
The kickoff goes to Chris, takes it at the goal line.
All right, solid return. Looks to bring it out past the 20-yard line. We'll call it to 21. And the Ranger offense will take the field there. Always talk about the skill positions, and rightfully so. But man, you can't do anything without those linemen up front. And Coach Myers couldn't have sang their praises anymore in our pregame interview. 4 studs up there leading the way for Damon and the others. We got a 3-year starter with the ball in his hand right now, Devin Brezovic. Little pitch to Damon. Little razzle-dazzle on the first play of the game. They got a guy deep. It's Brady Christ. He makes the catch at the 45, crossing midfield into Bedford territory. Coach Myers reaching into the bag of tricks early, trying to set a little tempo. Great play call.
Direct snap to Crawley. He pitched it to number 4, Brady Christ.
Yeah, it was Brady Christ, I believe, number 4.
And what a nice play. Start the game.
How about that?
1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 44-yard line.
They're keying on 5. They're keying on Crawley, so you let him touch it. He gets rid of it right away. Somebody bites in the secondary. Love it. This time the give is to Crawley, and this one was sniffed out. He won't go down easy, but he does go down for a loss of 5 here as the Bisons swarm to the ball carrier.
Number 9, Jake Poldiak, takes a snap at quarterback, and it's one of the few times that Damon has lost yardage, a 2-yard loss. And swarming Bedford defense. Hey, Bedford is not 5-0 for just for no reason at all. They are one tough football team.
Yeah, they really are. And Coach Steele before the game, talking his team up. What a great group they are on the field and off the field as well. He said they're academically and character-wise just a great group to come to practice and work with every day. It's nice to hear. Crawley now gets the carry, bounces it to the outside. There you see turning on the speed a little bit.
He's quick.
He is. No, guys that big aren't supposed to move that fast, I didn't think.
5'11", 210. And he little cut in, and then he bounced it back out and picked up 2 yards he lost, plus another 8. So he got that 10-yard gain, his 3rd and 2.
We'll see tonight he's a decisive runner, too. It's a one cut, put a foot in the ground, and hit the daylight.
Tyson,
and then, man, tough to bring him down.
Tyson Snyder into the game for Forest Hills. They're lined up into the Wildcat again.
Crawley takes the direct snap.
And gets the first down for Forest Hills.
Yes, he does. Man, the Rangers don't get down after that one negative play.
And the offensive line provided the room that Damon needed to pick up the yardage for the first down. Nice gain. Nine minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter clock. A nice drive, opening drive for Forest Hills. They've gone from their own 21-yard line to the Bedford 31-yard line.
We got to mention these guys doing the work up front, too. We got Caden Chris, 65. Kirk Bearjar, 66. I think Zach Spisak, 75, is out there.
Oh, man. Nice play.
And they're getting a push right now.
That was Matt Colton Daniel, who took that little bit of a change of pace play. Everyone was expecting Crawley to get the ball again. Daniel went in and took the snap and picked up a nice 9-yard gain right up the middle. Fullback, Colton Daniel.
62, Trevor Burkett. Also 71, Jaden Trentini. Just wanted to round out the rest of that offensive line. Make sure we give them the recognition they deserve. Doing a great job up front. Here we go.
That's the play they ran before with Colton Daniel moving that way. He leads the block this time for Crawley. Bedford swarms. It's going to be close to a first down. I think he got it. Signal
depends on the spot, waiting for a signal. Officials timeout.
First down.
Oh, no, okay, first down.
Stop the clock to move the chains.
Okay. I saw him waving his arms. I thought maybe they needed a measurement. So they stop the clock when it's a first down and it moves the chains.
Exactly.
Right.
And since it was a running play, the clock will start as soon as the chains are set. Jake Poldiak under center that time, takes a direct snap and hands off
to Colton Dano, I believe.
Hey, it's a good 5-yard gain. Maybe 4. Be 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Star wide receiver Jeremy Bertos, 23, came off the field now for a bigger formation. See a lot of big boys out there in green right now.
We've got a wildcat formation with Crawley behind.
Direct snap. Crawley takes it around the left side. Hang on to that ball. He's being swung to the ground.
Big number 75 for Bedford on the stop. That's Zach Vent. First one to hit Damon in the backfield. Lost a couple. We'll bring up a 3rd and let's call it 7. 6 to 7.
About 3rd and 7, yep. Well, you start to think one play ahead here. Is it 4-down territory? Do you try a long field goal? We'll see what Coach Myers and his coaching staff decides after this play.
Poldiak under center. Looking to pass.
Leg out, has a man.
Oh, incomplete. Pass was intended for Nick Caddy, number 2.
It looked like maybe catchable ball. Nick took a lick as he caught it, and the ball squirted out. Nice defense.
I think we're in 4-down territory here, Scott. That'd be a long high school field goal.
It is. We got our kicker's been hot. He had a great week of extra points last week. His name's Nolan Savala, kicking for the Rangers up at Chestnut Ridge last week. Was perfect from the extra point. But yeah, still a lengthy field goal here, and you know it was a great drive. Why not capitalize with 6?
Yep, let's go for it. Poldiak with the ball, and he's sacked. Fumbled.
Ball came out. 4th down anyway.
Right.
Going to be a turnover on downs regardless.
Bedford gets the fumble at the 24-yard line, and they will take over. That was a 5-minute and 9-second drive. 6 minutes and 51 seconds on the first quarter clock.
Yeah, and it comes away empty. Kind of deflating, but you got to take the positives away from that drive. Move the ball well, starting with that trick play. Like to see your quarterback get rid of that ball on 4th down because, even if it's intercepted in the end zone, it's not the end of the world. It's 4th down anyway, but the rush from Bedford was too much.
Big rush. Bedford comes out, twins right, and a split left. Swain with the ball.
That ball's popped up in the air. I think it's intercepted.
Oh,
no, he calls it incomplete.
Ball hit the ground. Damon Crawley almost pulled off that interception. That was a nice try.
There's the official's first mistake of the evening. I'm sure it won't be the last.
You think that was a mistake?
I do. I'm a good 175 yards away.
Yeah.
I had a really good angle on it.
Yeah, just the back was to you, and the play was towards the Bedford sideline. Absolutely. There's a pitch to the right.
There's a hold. Wasn't called, and here he goes down the sidelines.
Oh,
man.
Number 22 for Bedford.
That's Ethan Weber.
Ethan Weber pulls off a long touchdown run, put Bedford on the board with 6:34 to go in the first quarter. Bedford's up 6-0.
Yeah, I mean, surely I joke about the missed call on the interception. I have no idea if he caught it or not. But you got to be able to regroup. It looked like some Rangers thought it should have been an interception. You got to get ready for the next play because Bedford is coming.
That was about a 75-yard touchdown run. It took them 2 plays, and number 87 for Bedford converts the extra point. Lizzie Marks is a
Good kicker.
A very good kicker for Bedford. She has converted other extra points and has made a name for herself on the football team. Very good shot.
Man, we had that long, time-consuming drive and came away with nothing. Bedford runs 2 plays, touchdown. Deflating, but can you answer the bell? Coach Myers has talked about his team's positive mindset and how they're resilient, able to bounce back from adversity and tough losses. Chance to show it here, bounce back after a big play.
Yeah, now's the time. I mean, you took almost 6 minutes off the clock, and Bedford scored in a matter of seconds. About 15 seconds they ran off the clock.
Yep.
And we've been prepared for the quick strike offense of Bedford. They've run a lot of, well, actually, in the Laurel Highlands, they have 3 of the top 20 rushers on their team. Now, Forest Hills has, obviously, the top rusher in Damon Crawley, but the well-balanced Bedford team, well-balanced offensive units that they put out on the field have been devastating for their opponents all year long. Once again, they're keeping the ball out of
again. Yeah, right. Keeping away from Damon.
Nice return.
Brady Chris sticks it up in there hard, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Out to the 30-yard line. Nice return.
Yep. Hit that whole full speed. That's a nice return.
And, as you mentioned earlier, Scott, the nice game plan that would benefit Forest Hills the most is long, sustaining drives. Keep the ball out of the hands of that quick strike Bedford offense. And that's what they did on their first drive, but they came away empty. Let's see if they can bounce back and get some positive points up there.
Yep. No need to hit the panic button yet. You stick to your game plan, and you've proven you can move the ball. Nice pitch out here to number 23, Jeremy Berta. Fights forward. Looks like he's going to have a first down. Really close with forward progress.
He's going to give it to him.
Good.
10-yard gain, first down. Nice play. And, that's important too. The balance. It's not the only thing you want to do is run the ball. You want to see if you can balance the attack, throw the ball, work it to your skill players.
Yep, you're easy to guard if you're one-dimensional, no matter what sport you're doing. If you give the ball to Damon Crawley every time, I don't care how good he is, he's going to get stopped. You have to keep the defense honest. Mixing it up.
And pass out in the flat will be good for 2 yards.
Little hitch out there to Colby Rearick, number 22, on the sideline. Did a nice job keeping his knee off the ground. Almost put that knee on the ground to catch the ball where he would have been rolled down. But he was able to keep it up and fight forward for a gain of 2.
Second down and 8, 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Devin Bresvick over the ball. Jake Poldiak under center. Poldiak gives it to Crawley. He breaks it loose.
He's got daylight.
Picks up 8 yards. Good for another Forest Hills first down, I believe.
I think that's number 10, Justin Arnold from Bedford, that came up and really made a nice open field tackle. And you got a cornerback like that that's willing to come up and tackle one of the nation's leading rushers in the open field head on. That's a really nice job. Quick belly give now up the middle. That's Colton Daniel gaining, looks about 3 yards, 2-3 yards.
He's a very tough runner, very hard-nosed runner.
Strong kid. Really works hard in the weight room.
Second down and 7 at the Bedford 46-yard line. Colby Rearick split out to the left.
Got twins on the left, like a pro formation, tight end, and a split out on the right. Watch out from behind.
Number 67 for Bedford comes back and makes that stop.
That's Josiah Wyatt, one of the captains for Bedford tonight. Chased down Jake Poldiak, and you talk about a big man who can move. Woo! He was coming in hot.
That's a big loss. 3rd and 10 now. Forest Hills needs to keep the ball, move the chains, keep the clock running.
About 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. 3rd and 10. They're going to play it safe and give the ball to Crawley, but anything can happen when this kid touches the ball.
And it does.
He's right to the sticks. I believe he might have another first down.
He does. Big 11-yard gain.
Huge play right there where you don't have to punt the ball back to Bedford for midfield. Now we're in their territory. Man, that kid runs hard.
He really does. And he's quick. He's deceivingly quick. With his size, you wouldn't expect him to be moving that fast. And what a combination, size and speed.
Mm-hmm. He's faster than you.
Yeah. You ever heard of the race of the tortoise and the hare? I was a tortoise.
Poldiak back to pass. Throws a quick over here to Colby Rear. Fights ahead. The corners seem to be given enough of a cushion now where the coaching staff of Forest Hills decided, let's throw it out there. And it's kind of just an extension of the running game. You can get it in the hands of a playmaker. It's an easy pass.
And Jake Poldiak has been on the money with those passes, right on the button.
Absolutely. You take 4 or 5 yards that way. And that, again, softens the belly of that Bedford defense for Damon to run.
Nick Caddy comes out to the left and
follows Colton Dano up the middle there. Good block. And that's Mercury Swaim coming in on attack. Well, I tell you what, you got 2 really talented athletes, big, strong guys going at each other, and Mercury Swaim and Damon Crawley tonight.
Kirk Bearjar, number 66 for the Rangers, a nice lead block. He had his man downfield on the ground.
Yeah, kept driving him. Good call. That was a great block. It's like an I formation here. Play action to Crawley. Poldiak throws short side. Finds Colton Daniel. And it's a late flag coming in there. The ball comes out. Bedford's running like they might have forced a fumble, but the play's blown dead. Let's check the laundry on the field.
I'm going to guess it may be a block in the back.
That's in that area.
In that area. The other thing, once again, it's totally speculating, is it could be a face mask because that was right around that area too.
At the point of contact,
Instead of guessing, why don't we wait for the signal from the referee?
Our producer, Mr. Jay Elias, is speculating a face mask. Let's see if he's right.
Personal foul against Forest Hills.
Oh, that's not
That's all the information we're going to get, I believe. They're going to obviously take this penalty.
Whatever it is, we couldn't tell what the personal foul was up here, but that is a drive killer at this point.
All right, we have a personal foul from the referee against Forest Hills, and that's all we're hearing.
Brings us to 3rd and 13.
Looks like we're going to have a false start on the Rangers.
Yeah.
Little movement on that offensive line. Looks like Trevor Burkett got a little anxious to get started with his block downfield.
A couple Bedford guys moved, which they're allowed to. They're on defense.
Now 3rd and 13 looks like 3rd and 18.
We're almost back to midfield where we picked up that big first down from. Just penalties will really, really kill a drive in a hurry. Got to stay focused on the positives. Rangers doing a lot of good things when they have the ball. Got to sustain a drive.
Well, there's a little meeting here with the officials. The line judge, Mark Armstrong, is coming over to talk to the referee. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. But
one wanted Morris's and the other said Smiley's. I don't know.
Thank you.
How it turned out. They're asking Coach Myers now.
What do you think he's going to vote for? Don't say.
I'm not going to say. Sure, he's a fan of both.
Before the game, one place, and after the game, the other.
Jokes aside, he is not happy.
He may have thought that the Bedford man encroached into the zone, which prompted
can draw.
Yes,
the offense
prompted the movement from Burkett,
and maybe it might have been that. Might have been the personal foul too. Further explanation, we don't know. Belly give to Colton Daniel just to get a couple back. Bedford defense holds strong, and the Rangers are going to be forced to kick it away.
I imagine the punt will take place under the 2-minute mark of the first quarter because there's 2:05 to go on the turning clock. So Bedford's been held to one offensive possession and only two plays.
2 plays
in this quarter so far. But they do lead 7-0.
That's the only number that matters, right?
That's it. Crowley with the punt.
Nice angled kick down to the corner. Check up ball.
Ranger bounce down to the 5-yard line.
Well done, Damon Crowley. Man, that could be a turning point. That could be a momentum shift.
Got to stop their game.
A minute and a half to go. Bedford offense comes back onto the field.
First and 10 at the 5-yard line. Bedford splits out 2 to the right, 1 wide left. Did they stay on the ground? Swain with the ball.
They do. Boy, he found a crease. They're not going to get him.
But they're not going to stop trying, that's for sure.
Great hustle.
Wow. The third offensive play from scrimmage for Bedford results now in a 13-0 lead. Mercury Swaim on a 95-yard keeper.
3 plays, 2 touchdowns, about 170 yards on the ground.
Wow.
In 2 carries. You can't make this stuff up. It wasn't. He made a couple moves back there. It's not like he just hit a hole. Rangers were there and couldn't put a hit on him.
Lizzie March with the attempt for the extra point. And she is perfect.
Good. Man, nice kick. She's got a strong leg.
She does. So, with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Forest Hills Rangers have dominated the time of the clock. The Bedford Bison have only had 3 offensive plays from the line of scrimmage. We're not going to count the 2 extra point attempts. 3 offensive plays from the line of scrimmage and have gained 75 yards on one, or 95 yards on one
95
play,
and 70.
and 75 on the other.
Yeah.
So we've got 160 yards, 170 yards of
170
offense
yards on
in
2 touches.
2 carries. Well, and we're going to ignore the other play. Wow. They are.
One from Weber and that one from Swaim.
Yep, they are explosive.
Yeah, they really are. And you think of an explosive offense, a lot of times you're thinking through the air. You can be just as explosive and quick striking on the ground. Bedford's proving that.
Well, they're not 5-0. It's obvious they have a heck of a team. They have. They're looking forward also to. I guess they're not looking forward to it. They're not looking ahead to it. Let's put it that way. But next week they are scheduled to play Central Martinsburg, and they also are undefeated. Tonight they are playing the Richland Rams. Richland also is a very good team. Bedford did beat them.
In a close game. Good ball game.
Yes, and it came down to the last play of the game where Richland had the ball and had a chance to get in for the win, but Bedford stopped them. And therefore they carry the undefeated mark into probably the marquee matchup of the year next week.
That's the Laurel Highlands clash of the Titans there for sure. That game to be played at Central Martinsburg next week.
You think they're really trying to kick the ball away from Damon Crawley?
You think so?
But They got Kristen. He goes out to the 40-yard line. A beautiful return.
Really nice return.
Nice blocking by the Rangers up ahead on that.
Yes. Good. Had a good lane. Forest Hills has two very, very capable return men back there.
1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 40 with 1:09 to go in the first quarter.
Again, you just said it, first quarter. You don't hit a panic button yet and change your game plan and change what you've discussed all week long in preparation to accomplish here. You've had success moving the ball. A couple bad penalties here or there, and it's a different ball game. So I plenty of time left, and you certainly want to keep the ball out of Bedford's hands. Good gain off the right side. Damon gains 5.
Yeah, I think he went out of bounds after maybe 2.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line. Wildcat formation.
Now that's Poldiak back there receiving the shotgun snap.
Oh, nice pass.
Really nice ball to Christ over the middle.
Yeah, nice pickup.
Found a little hole in the zone. Was able to just settle down in there and find that soft spot. Poldiak puts it on the money. Nice gain.
I like what Coach Myers is doing as far as mixing up the run with that pass. And they need to do that because the running game, although strong, if that's all you're going to do,
you can't be one-dimensional, right?
Of course, we don't know if Bedford is more than one-dimensional. They've only had the ball run the ball 3 times.
Okay, I stand corrected. I guess you could be one-dimensional. I think Bedford is so far tonight. A little bubble screen out here. Christ again with the ball. So that's a play we call it a bubble screen where one wide receiver kind of flares out, and he's got blockers in front of him as design blockers for the other wide receivers. And just kind of get the ball in a playmaker's hands and see what he can get. I think they're going to let the play clock run down here.
5 seconds
we'll get to the end of quarter number 1.
And that is the end of the first quarter. The Rangers are behind the Bedford Bison 14-0. 2 big plays for Bedford, a 95-yard run and a 75-yard run. 2 kicks by Lizzie Martz, and Bedford is up 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Rangers will have the ball to open the second.
That is the story. Let me look around the stadium here. Some other things going on. If you look at the calendar, today is October 1st. So you see some pink socks, you see some pink T-shirts. I know the high school and middle school today, high school and junior high, I should say, we're wearing pink for Pink Out and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You're seeing that as we go throughout the months and throughout the month of October in stadiums and schools in honor and support of that cause. Nice crowd on hand, though. Bedford travels well. There's a solid section over there supporting this undefeated team, hoping this Bedford team could really go places this year.
Yes, it can. And that is always the main attraction at games. It doesn't matter what level. It could be from, Pee-wees up to high school, and you get a winning product on the field, people will come to see it. Point positive is the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Right.
They don't have a winning team, and nobody comes to see it.
That's the first big word I'm going to throw out there today. Antithesis of people coming to support a winning team. All right, here we go. Ball's on the ground.
Oh, no.
Picked up by who else?
Mercury Swain, number 2.
Every time this kid touches the ball, it ends up in the end zone.
That was a 52-yard fumble return for a touchdown. The fumble.
That's a deflating play for the Rangers. Penalties and turnovers are a recipe for disaster. When you're playing a very, very strong opponent, your margin for error is very small. And you got to play a kind of a flawless game to an extent. And thus far, just starting the second quarter, there's been some self-inflicted wounds there, although, that was a forced turnover, a great play by the Bedford defender to rip that ball out. But, man, ball security is key.
Lizzie Bart's on to attempt her third conversion attempt. And she is good. The ball goes through the uprights. So with 11 seconds gone in the second quarter, it took them 11 seconds this time to score. The score now is 21-0, the Bedford Bison over the Forest Hills Rangers.
I might have said the word panic button too many times already here to start the second quarter. But, you know, at this point, you still run your stuff. You still run what you've worked on and prepared for. And it's about getting better. It's about taking it one play at a time. And it's not like we haven't moved the ball.
The truth is, Scott, what choice do you have at this point? You've got to go to your strengths. The Rangers have to play to their strengths.
Absolutely.
And once again, you need to keep the ball out of the Bedford football team's hands. Coach Steele said that they have a three-headed monster with their backs, and they've been together. This team has been together for years now, and he also alluded to the kind of kids that they have. They like to get together. They're good friends. They play well. They're academically strong, and so he obviously they have the talent. So it's a good thing for that. But Forest Hills has to keep doing what they do best, and they're going to come back. They'll hang in there. They're going to fight.
I
Coach
agree.
Myers,
There won't be any quit in them.
Nope.
Yeah. Anxious to see what they do with this drive. Christ again with the ball. He's been fun to watch. Tries to bounce it outside now. Hang on to that thing. Gets it out to the 25.
First and 10 for the Rangers. 11 minutes of 42 seconds remaining in the second quarter with Bedford up 21-0.
Coach Myers warned us of the three-headed monster. The only part that didn't rear that head yet is Trenton Price, number 10. Talked about him on defense, making a great tackle, but he's the near side corner here on the screen. He just hasn't had a play called where he touched it yet on offense. Everything that they've done has scored before he even got. I'm sure we'll see him before the night's out, though.
Oh,
there's a great run. Oh, man, shoestring tackle. Naaman almost answered the bell with a long run of his own. If he was one more step ahead,
Kevin
we would have seen
Ressler,
another foot race.
Kevin Ressler, number 6 for Bedford, saved that touchdown. And he would have been gone. There was no one that was going to catch him.
Nice job up front there, boys. That was a nice hole.
Yep. First and 10 now for Forest Hills at the 36-yard line, their own 36-yard line.
Can we talk to Kim?
Oh, nice run. Is that Crawley again?
No, that's Colton Dano out there.
Nice run, Colton.
Mm-hmm.
He not only did he display some power, but he had some moves there. He did a nice spin to get out of a tackle. Nice run. First and 10 at the 47-yard line of Forest Hills.
Handoff goes to Damon Crawley. Bounces it out of bounds on the Bedford sideline for a gain of 3. See Poldiak running over to Coach Myers to get the play. That's one way that you can communicate. Just have a player literally run over and communicate the play verbally. You might send a play in with a substitution as well. Crawley now.
Out of the I formation, about 2 yards short of a first down at the 45-yard line.
The power I has looked good, and that's when you have the fullback in front of the tailback as a lead blocker. That duty's been going a lot to Colton Daniel, doing a nice job clearing the way.
A big 3rd and 2 play as far as Forest Hills goes to keep the clock moving and the ball in their own hands. Looks like the Wildcat formation again.
Yeah, we go Wildcat here. Letting the play clock go down. Crawley gets it. Nice cut.
Moves. He is fun to watch, too.
That's special.
Yeah.
That's just a couple moves, but they're just so quick. 1 foot in the ground, and it's a change of direction in a heartbeat. We needed 2. We'll get 12.
Crawley comes out now, maybe for a breather. I don't know. He's going back in.
Just getting the play.
Yep. All right. Forest Hills showing some life here. 1st and 10 at the 30. 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter, in the first half.
And it's not the first signs of life they've shown.
No.
Just haven't been able to put anything on the scoreboard to show the fruits of their efforts here.
And they haven't been able to stop Bedford.
Nice run by Daniel off the left side. And there's a late flag. Coming from the referee in back of all the action. Another personal foul?
I don't know. I'm thinking hold.
Yep.
Holding. Yep. Boy, that could be a backbreaker. You have basically a first down, maybe a 2nd and 1.
Maybe.
And you're going to turn that into a first and, well, it depends where the hold occurred. They'll take that from the spot of the foul. And he was marking it at the 29-yard line for the spot of the foul. Boy, when he threw that, it seemed like the players were well past the 29-yard line.
It seemed like a late flag. It seemed like the play was about over, and he threw the flag from about 30 yards away.
All right, we're going to have a 1st down and 19 to go at the 39-yard line. All right, 1st down. You still have, you could run the ball, you can throw the ball if you need to, but we'll see how they're going to handle this one.
Yep, certainly playbook is wide open here.
Wildcat again.
Looks like the same play with Daniel motioning. This time he doesn't get it. Crawley does, gives the pitch. Nice gain, nice little wrinkle in their action there as Nick Caddy gets the pitch and takes it off the right side. Gets at least the penalty yardage back.
All right. They're going to spot that right on the 25-yard line. So we've got 2nd and 4.
Nice action there in the back.
Yes, it was. Nice play.
Actually goes as a completed pass.
Exactly.
For Damon Crawley there as he gets it and pitches it forwards. It's a forward pass. Crawley in the Wildcat. Fake give to Caddy. Keeps it himself off the right side. Strong run as he's gang tackled out of bounds here on the near side.
You know, we have 3.5 minutes gone in the second quarter, and add that on to the 12. We have basically 16 minutes gone in this game. And Forest Hills offense has had the ball probably for 14 of those 16 minutes anyway. Now we have another discussion here with the officials and Coach Myers. And we hear some boo birds coming out of the Forest Hills stands.
Yeah, there's...
I don't know. Oh, I'll bet he wants a late hit on the play. That might be what he's looking for.
Yeah, I couldn't tell there, but there was about, from where we are, there was about 1,500 other officials in the stands that seemed to see it clearly.
Right.
Tough job being official. Man, I like to tease about him, and part of that is because I know I'm sitting beside a former official, so if they ever get on this YouTube channel for whatever reason, please know, fellas, it's in jest.
Yeah, sure it is.
Mostly.
It's a tough job, but it's a fun job. It's a rewarding thing. I often said that some of the best people I ever met was through sports, through officiating and coaching.
Sure.
And playing. And Forest Hills calls their first time out. 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go. They have the ball at the 20-yard line, and they are down 21-0.
That's a good time to check in with our sideline reporter for the first time. She operates a camera. She's technical assistant. She does it all. Miss Kim Hostetler, how's everything going outside?
Hey, it's going really well. You forgot one thing, though, Scott. I probably ate the most at the tailgate party today.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but I thought you did as well.
Everyone's talking about it, Kim.
I'm telling you what,
a couple people.
You just can't beat it. And it was such a wonderful crowd out there tonight.
So festive. And you know what, Kim, probably too after last year, not being able to get together like we wanted to, I think maybe people were even more eager to come out and enjoy each other's company tonight.
Throw in homecoming with the tailgate party and the talented Bedford team coming into G.H. Miller Stadium. It's a great night here in Sidman.
Yes, it is, for sure. I do think this was the biggest tailgate we've had so far.
I agree.
A lot of new clubs, a lot of new food.
Yeah. How many years, Kim, do you know?
I'm thinking this is like maybe, was it like 18?
Wow.
Why am I thinking 17 it was last year?
Okay, I thought we were pushing 20, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you're in the ballpark. And,
Somewhere around there, Scott.
Man, like anything, it just grows and grows over time.
Yep.
Once again, Wildcat formation.
We give to Caddy this time. Off the left side, strong run, and I believe it's enough for a first down, assuming there are no flags on the play.
A pickup of 11. First down, Forest Hills. Inside the 10-yard line. All right, we're in a red zone now. Let's see if we can capitalize. First and goal. 9 yards to go.
Red zone issues have haunted the Rangers in games past this year, including Central Cambria, a game where most Ranger fans will tell you we should have won. Moved the ball up and down the field, and drive stalled in the red zone.
They had over 500 yards of offense in that game and could not capitalize deep in their own territory. Crawley has the ball this time. Will he get there? He is close. I'd say he's about the 2-yard line.
We are on the doorstep. Yeah, is the defense maybe getting tired? People always say the defense gets tired, but I think the offense is on the field the same amount of time as the defense. Right?
I always wondered about that
Yeah.
statement. The defense is tired. Well, yeah, so is the offense. Whatever. All right. Second and goal at the 2. Wonder who's going to carry the ball because they've spread it around a lot. They're going to give it to Crawley.
Go with the bread and butter.
That's
Squirts through the middle of that Bedford defense and into the end zone for the Rangers' first score of the evening.
2-yard run by Damon Crawley, number 5. By the way, number 5 was a magic number for him last week as he scored 5 touchdowns in the win at Chestnut Ridge.
That's more than Al Bundy. He only ever scored 4.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. This is Nolan Sabala, number 7, coming in. Mentioned him earlier, had a great week last week, kicking extra points.
A little bit of a high snap and the ball was
high.
blocked. Number 75 for Bedford came through with the block on that one. Let's see.
It's a tough thing. Got to get the snap, the hold, the kick. If all systems aren't working together, it's hard to complete. But you take the positives. A great drive, overcoming a couple penalties that before, were drive killers. The resiliency that we've talked about before. 10-yard penalty, that's all right. We got to play for that. 5-yard penalty, we got to play for that. And they just kept coming, wouldn't be denied. Easy in a game like this. Down 21-0 early. Big play after big play to kind of fold. Love the way they fought.
I do too. Zach Vent, number 75 for Bedford. We mentioned his name before. He broke through and blocked that kick. The snap was a bit high. The hold went down. The kick went up, and he just got his hands on it, knocked it down.
Haven't even got the chance to talk about our defense yet. They've just haven't had a chance to be on the field. Love to get these guys involved and see what they can do.
Nolan Small, number 7, will tee it up at the 40 for Forest Hills. Deep for Bedford is number 7. Quincy Swain. Number 22, the up man for Bedford, will take the kickoff.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
Don't tell me. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this in a football game.
A 75-yard kickoff return.
And our defense is going.
What? What?
Kind of speechless.
Yeah.
It's kind of the old.
That was Ethan Weber, wasn't it?
2
22?
steps forward, 10 steps back. Ah, man, just big play after big play. So they've got a kick return, a fumble return.
Two long runs.
Two long offensive plays. Lizzie boots another one right down the center. Making the score 28-6 here. Just under 7 minutes to play before the half.
This is one of the strangest games as far as what Bedford has done offensively. They've had three offensive plays from scrimmage. 3. One, we held them to no gain. That was an incomplete pass. And then they get a 75 and a 95-yard play from scrimmage. They pick up a fumble and return it. And then they take a kickoff.
Yards. Yeah.
And then return a kickoff about 75 yards. And their offense hasn't been on the field, and the Ranger defense hasn't really been on the field.
So offensive plays. 3? 4.
3. 3 offensive
for
plays.
The Bedford Bisons.
Yes.
3 offensive plays.
From scrimmage plays.
3 offensive plays from Bedford.
Wow.
That is a statistical anomaly, folks.
Not only that, it's rare.
Yeah. Maybe I'm bringing in big words tonight. He's not the best color man in the league for nothing, folks. What could happen next?
Well, Crowley's going to get this kickoff. Picks it up at the 5. Tries to break it outside. And Bedford swarms to the ball, tackles Crawley around the 29-yard line.
Guess who has the ball again? The Rangers.
24-yard return on the kickoff for Damon Crawley. Time of possession has been unbelievable in favor of the Forest Hills Rangers.
Bedford may have possessed the ball in offense, I believe it's less than 2 minutes.
As far as scrimmage plays?
Scrimmage
Absolutely.
plays. Gotta be less
Absolutely.
than 2 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe, minute and a half?
Maybe. That's stretching it.
Quick pass out here to Caddy.
Nick doesn't want to go down. Initially, he's hit by Swain.
Nick, strong kid, too. Works
Yes, he
hard
is.
in weight room, 5'10", 207. Man, Bedford has speed to burn, though, don't they?
They sure do.
Holy smokes. Oh, big burst up the middle. Oh, great run. Get outside. Good run, Damon.
Takes it down to the 41-yard line of Bedford.
So many positives you can take away with what the Rangers have done on offense.
For sure.
We've touched on the penalties, and we put the ball on the ground one time. You can't do that. Talk about a very small margin of error, but man, there are a lot of positives from what this offense can do. This time the belly give up to Colton Daniel.
Picks up a couple up the middle.
Running right behind center, Devin Brezovic there. Three-year starter at center is also kind of a rarity. To start there as a freshman and make the calls on the line as far as some blocking schemes go. Devin Brezovic, a great defensive player. We just haven't really got to talk about that much yet tonight with these weird plays, but holding it down on that offensive line too. Quick pass out here.
Poldiak throws it out, the number 22 for the Rangers.
Colby Rearick.
Brings up 3rd and 4. Poldiak under center. That play goes nowhere. Bring up a 4th down for Forest Hills. 4th and about 5. 4th and 5 at their own 36-yard line.
Well, Bedford got the push there. Offensive line has handled themselves well. That time Bedford got the better of them.
I don't know. I can't see Forest Hills punting in this situation, although it's a possibility, but you're 4th and 5 at the 36. It's sort of like no man's land.
64 Tyler Zock for Bedford had to go off the field there. He lost his bonnet on the play, and you have to go out for one play if that happens. Play action pass. Poldiak rolls right. Did he hang on to that? Yes, he did. That's Tyson Snyder with a great snag.
Nice catch. That's going to put the ball at the 28-yard line for a 1st down for the Rangers. Good play. Another positive, Scott.
Yeah.
Jake Poldiak delivered that ball on the money, and we turned it into a 1st down.
Boy, you can get, when you have a running game like this, talk about opening up the play action. You have to bite and you respect the ball being handed off to Crawley or Daniel or whoever. That opens up the play action as we see it again here. A little throwback screen. Oh, nice call. I like the play design.
It was intended for Nick Caddy, but I'm afraid that one, had it been completed, might have ended up for a loss of yardage.
Bedford had a guy in position. We also had some blockers. Don't know if we could have got to him or not.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned much of Jake Poldiak. He's a sophomore. Our quarterback number 9, and his passes have been, for the most part, on the money today. Coach Myers has used him many different ways, and as far as the offense goes, with throwing in a wildcat. Here goes number 2. Oh. Nick Caddy again.
Nick Caddy for a little loss there, actually. Right. I believe lost a yard.
You know, it was a tough run for a loss of a yard.
Mm-hmm.
Third and 11. Two minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half. Forest Hills down 28-6. Poldiak under center.
Clock is rolling. Play clock down. Snaps it to about 7. Deep ball try down the left side. It's up for grabs. It is intercepted in the end zone by Bedford. That's a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. It's nice to see the Rangers take that deep shot. We haven't really seen a deep ball yet. Give your guy a chance to go up and make a play on it. Bedford just made a really nice play on the ball.
Kevin Ressler, number 6, made the interception for Bedford. We'll give them the ball as a touchback, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Now, this will be the 4th offensive play from scrimmage for Bedford.
Already? Yeah. You got to shoot your shot, taking that big, throwing the deep ball down the left side there, see what you can get. Let's see if defense can get a stop here. Swaim, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Low snap. He's going to drop back and pass. Scrambles out to his left. Throws a deep ball down the left side.
That was intended for number 10 from Bedford. That's Justin Arnold. The ball was maybe overthrown by about 2 yards. They attempted for another big play there. Okay, we got 2nd down and 10.
Swaim showed off his arm there as well, didn't he? We've seen the legs. He can chuck it too.
He put the ball in the air.
Plenty of time for Bedford with all of their timeouts. They can run anything they want, and they do. Here goes Swaim again. Some Rangers have the angle on him. Can they run him down? Missed tackle there. And another one. And this kid is one tough runner. So that drive consisted of
2 plays.
2 plays.
80 yards.
80 yards.
That was an 80-yard run. And we have a flag down at the 27-yard line.
I didn't see if there was a block in the back or if it was a dead ball foul.
What might have been, once again, I'm just going to guess, but Swaim had the ball, and he stiff-armed one of the Forest Hills players. I wonder if he got him in a face mask. We have a dead ball.
We've got a dead ball.
Personal foul. I'm sorry, unsportsmanlike conduct on Forest Hills. Touchdown is good.
Touchdown is good, and that play the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. Is that right?
Option. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we have it both ways. The referee gave the signal for unsportsmanlike conduct, first against Forest Hills, then against Bedford. That will offset those. Okay. They were both dead balls, so basically maybe 2 players were jawing at each other or something like that. But
therefore, the play stands.
Yes.
The touchdown remains, and really the only effect of that penalty will be, I guess it's the first unsportsmanlike for those 2 players, and another one would result in an ejection.
Right. So, Mercury Swaim, 80-yard touchdown run. And Lizzie Martz with the conversion.
Well, she is true. That kick is perfect.
And it's strong.
Yeah, that's good from 30, 40 yards. 30.
So that was a 2-play drive. Now that takes their total up to 5 offensive plays from the line of scrimmage tonight. And with those 5 offensive plays, they had 3 touchdowns. They've had a fumble return for a touchdown and a kickoff return for a touchdown. So they're trying to get it all different ways. 35-6 with 1 minute and 59 seconds to go in the first half.
2 timeouts. Let's go into the locker room with something positive. Bedford will get the ball, receive the kickoff to start the second half. But you just want to see that resiliency. You want to keep fighting.
And the Forest Hills program the last couple of years, they've faced adversity. And it seems as though Coach Myers has this program pointed in the right direction. Some of the underclass teams they have been doing a great job. The varsity, as you have said a couple of times, they display the never quit sign. They had a very close encounter a couple of times with some of the games that they've lost this year. So far, this one doesn't display that closeness, but their offense has been very positive. The Rangers' offense has moved the ball. They've taken the ball down the field. They had some red zone troubles early, and they had to. But Bedford has just been so dominant in so many ways.
I don't think the scoreboard right now is indicative of how hard fought this game has been.
Okay, we are having a kickoff from the 25-yard line. So we had unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. There must have been 2 on Bedford and 1 on Forest Hills or something like that, because
yes.
Bedford is kicking off from the 25.
Rather than the 40.
Right.
Where they would normally kick. All right, here comes Christ. Nice hard run again.
Brings it out to the 43-yard line with 1:51 seconds to go in the first half. Forest Hills will put the ball in play.
Tackle there by Maxwell Washington, number 24 of Bedford. Anytime you come to a sporting event, you might see something you've never seen before.
Well,
you know, I think this might be one of those nights.
Yes.
Quick pass out to Christ.
Nice catch he had there.
Really nice hands. It's dangerous if you don't catch that with Bedford coming.
We have another foul.
We got another flag. This is another dead ball foul. Well, you don't want to see this.
No. Once again, it's a dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Forest Hills. That's going to be second down and 27, I believe.
That's certainly something the coaching staff is not going to like.
You know, the score is 35-6, and you want to think there can't be anything positive. But there have been a lot of positive things here for the Rangers tonight. That type of thing is not one of them.
No, and it's tough. It's tough to be on this side of the scoreboard, and frustration sets in, and you never know what some things are said out there both ways, and it's sometimes a challenge to keep your cool, keep your composure, but it's a challenge you have to meet. All right, so we're second and 25. Poldiak back to pass, scrambles out to the near side, and he's wrestled down from behind. That's big number 75. Yeah, Zach Vent.
And Bedford has called their first timeout now with 1:35 to go.
Sure.
I think they're looking to hold Forest Hills, get the ball back, and maybe put up another number up there. They certainly have the firepower to do that.
Yeah, they certainly do. It's good clock management by Bedford.
So as I look across the field there, gentlemen, I see the homecoming court.
Yeah.
Just getting ready to walk right up the 50-yard line here in another minute or so.
That's a big special night for those families.
Yes, it is. A lot of proud fathers over there escorting their daughters. And mothers escorting sons as well.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, they clean up nice sometimes,
yes,
don't
they do. We're not used to seeing them like that all the time, are we?
No.
Getting ready to put the ball in play.
Now, with 3rd and 32, I think you don't want an incompletion here. You want to at least force Bedford to call another timeout. See if they go with something safe. It is a completion. Trying a middle screen to Colton Daniel. The pass is caught, but he's dropped for a very minimal gain.
Now that causes Bedford to call a timeout because the pass was not incomplete.
Right.
Kept it, like you said, safe in the middle of the field. So that's Bedford's second timeout, 1 minute and 27 seconds, 4th down now, and basically a country mile to go, about 32 yards. For Bedford, we have Ethan Weber and Maxwell Washington back to receive the punt, possibly to receive the punt. Coach Myers is talking to his punt team, and side official is telling him, okay, guys, it's time to go.
Crawley back to punt. Had a great punt earlier today.
This one a little bit off the side of his foot.
Yep.
You're going to let it bounce to the 47-yard line of Bedford.
It's a little bit of a Ranger roll there. Like you say, came off his foot a little wonky.
Bedford put the ball in play with 1 minute and 16 seconds to go in the half, leading 35-6. Let's see if their big play explosiveness has anything to do with their 6th scrimmage play of the night.
Play number 6. 35 points. It's hard to wrap your head around sometimes. All right, let's see if this Ranger defense can stand up. Swing back to pass. That's another big gain. And he hops out of bounds near the 35-yard line of the Rangers.
That conserves a timeout for them by going out of bounds, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Deep pass down the sideline, has a man. That's Washington. Oh, what a great catch.
What a catch. Over the shoulder.
Yeah. And technically you want that ball over the inside shoulder. It went over the outside shoulder. And a great adjustment by Washington as he snatched it out of the air with all hands.
Puts the ball at the 12-yard line. Once again, ball's out of bounds, clock stops. They don't have to use their final timeout. 1:03 on the clock. So far, this drive has consumed 2 plays.
Heavy dose of Washington here. He gets the swing pass, takes it around.
And scores.
The left side, he did get it across there.
3 play.
Scores a 3-play drive that time.
I think that play went for 12 yards. Maxwell Washington taking it in for the score.
Big effort maybe to get Washington involved on that series, or if that's just what the defense was allowing, but he was the leading force on that drive.
Lizzie Martz to attempt her 5th consecutive extra point. It is good. Now,
6.
Another aspect of that now.
6.
6th one. Yeah, I'm sorry, 6th. That sets the score at 42-6. If nothing changes for the remainder 55 seconds of this half, we will start the second half with a running clock.
And so the running clock rolls here. Help me on this. When does the clock stop?
It'll stop on first downs and move the chains. It'll stop on incomplete timeouts, injuries.
Yeah.
It will run on incompleted passes.
So that's the biggest difference. Probably. It runs on incomplete passes.
Yeah. But 42-6, and I just, you said before you see something different in a sporting event all the time. Well, I've been to a lot of games in my life, and I've officiated a lot of games. I've attended a lot, and this certainly is different than anything I've seen.
It really is. You're really old, so that's
I'm really old. Yeah. Bedford's explosiveness has been on display here in many different forms. and yet we've seen some standout plays by the Rangers offensively. Hard running, good blocking.
Kicks it deep to Christ. He's getting a lot of chances on kick returns tonight. That ball came out there. They call him down. That was really close to being another scoop and score, wasn't it?
I agree that with the call that the ground caused the fumble there.
Yeah,
but you're right. It could have gone the other way.
It was close.
Yeah.
Good hard hit. I'm sorry I didn't see who made that tackle, but boy, he came at him hard.
First and 10 for the Rangers, 47 seconds to go. You know, at this point in time, it'd be easy to say we're just going to kneel down, and that's what they do. Let's let the clock run out.
Certainly can't blame them for that. You know, lots to discuss.
They'll have to
halftime here for the Rangers. Is that
they want the clock to run. Yeah, it's a play clock to run.
Okay.
You know, I often thought this would be a great time for, okay, you knelt down, and you're telling the clock to run. Go up to the line of scrimmage.
Get a cheap one.
Yeah, pretend you're going to kneel down and then throw the ball deep.
Yeah.
No one ever wanted to run that play.
No, I don't know why.
I don't know either.
All right, so the clock winds down here, and before we come back for the second half, you can stay tuned here on the YouTube channel or the Ranger Network for the homecoming festivities and ceremony that will be presented here midfield at G.H. Miller Stadium. A big special night for those guys, and Mr. J. Elias will be reading the bios and telling all the amazing, excellent things that these students are involved with here at the Forest Hills campus. So enjoy that, and we'll see you for the second half.
And the halftime score once again is Bedford Bison 42, Forest Hills Rangers 6.
Good evening, Rangers fans. At this time, we would like to introduce you to the 2021 Forest Hills Homecoming Court. Our first member is Bree Clifford. Bree is the daughter of Christy and Bob Clifford of Southport. Bree is a senior member of the cheerleaders and serves as a main base back spot. Bree is an honor roll student, a PIAA finalist, a cheerleading national champion, 3-time D2 Summit cheerleading champion, UCA All-American, and a cheerleading captain for Forest Hills. Bree participates with Spirit Club, is a member of the Alliance Church Youth Group, and is a teacher at various cheer camps in the area. She has been a member of the Varsity volleyball and softball teams. Bree's future plans are to attend UPJ to become a surgical technician and continue her cheerleading career. Bree would like to thank her mom and dad for always being there and giving her the opportunities she has today. Anissa and Mackenzie for never failing to make her smile, and her family, friends, and coaches for their never-ending support and love. Bree's favorite memory is the first time she cheered on a Friday night with her best friends next to her. It's something she will always remember. Bree is being escorted tonight by her dad, Bob. Colton Cornell. Colton is the son of Jen and John Cornell of Sidman. Colton is a member of the baseball team and ski club. He is a 4-year letter winner in baseball and an honor roll student. Colton's future plans are to attend college and to study something in the medical field. He would like to thank his mom, dad, and Nate for all they've done and his friends who have stuck with him through all the years. Colton's favorite memory was going to the playoffs in baseball his freshman year and playing with the seniors at that time. Colton is being escorted tonight by his mom, Jen. Hope Edsel. Hope is the daughter of Dolores Hoffman of Salix. Hope is a senior member of the cheerleaders and serves as a top and a flyer. Hope is an honor roll student, a letter winner in cheerleading, and participates in NHS and student council. Hope's future plans are to attend college for something in the medical field. She would like to thank her mom for always pushing her to do her best, especially in school, and her sister for always having her back. Hope's favorite memory was going to everyone's rooms in Hershey to prank them. Hope is being escorted by her mom, Dolores. Riley Furchalk. Riley is a daughter of David and Carrie Furchalk of Elton. Riley is a senior member of the cheerleaders and serves as a flyer and a top. Riley is an honor roll student, a 3-year letter winner in cheerleading, a member of the golf team, ski club, and student council. She has participated in the PIAA state cheerleading competition 3 years in a row, placing 6th in finals. Riley also works at Windber Country Club. Her future plans are to attend UPJ for nursing and go on to be a labor and delivery nurse. Riley would like to thank her parents for believing in her and helping her calm down at competitions, and her coaches for making her the best cheerleader she can be. Riley's favorite memory is of Hershey with the cheerleaders, where she stayed up all night with Megan, Abby, and Kylie to make dance routines for songs on the radio. Riley is being escorted by her dad, David. Madison Godola. Madison is the daughter of Scott and Nicole Godola of Windber. Madison is involved with volleyball, ski club, spirit club, golf, and JCJCX. She is a 2-year letter winner in volleyball and plays for the Horseshoe Volleyball Club. Her future plans are to attend UPJ and study biology to lead a career in physical therapy or veterinary medicine. Madison would like to thank her friends and family for everything they have done for her. Her favorite memory is when Haley squirted Mr. Satka's ceiling and he thought the roof was leaking. Madison is being escorted tonight by her dad, Scott. Michael Gray. Michael is the son of Jeannie and Mike Gray of Summerhill. Michael is a member of the soccer team, golf team, and track and field. He is also involved with ski club, FBLA, and is an FBLA officer. His future plans are to attend college and study finance. Michael would like to thank his family, friends, and anyone who helped him along his way. His favorite memory was sophomore year of ski club. Michael is being escorted tonight by his mom, Jeannie. Carly Ondraic. Carly is the daughter of Pam and Tim Ondraic of Southport. Carly is a member of NHS, the Marching Rangers, Mount Hope United Methodist Church Group, concert band, JV Jazz Band, Johnstown Symphony Youth Orchestra, Forensics, Mock Trial, and the Out Cold Ski Club. She has participated with County Band, District Band, Regional Band, District Orchestra, Regional Orchestra, and All-State Orchestra. Carly was a qualifier for State's Forensics Competition and placed third at the Regional Forensics Competition. Carly is a highest honor roll student, a class officer, drum major for the Marching Rangers, and a Girl Scout Gold Award recipient. Her future plans are to attend Slippery Rock University for pre-occupational therapy with a minor in gerontology. Carly would like to thank her family for always wanting to help her succeed and pushing her beyond her comfort zone, and her teachers, advisors, and Mrs. Hirsch for helping her to grow through high school and plan for her future. Carly's favorite memory is going to Disney with the band. Carly is being escorted tonight by her dad, Tim. Matt Rosum. Matt is the son of Sharon and George Rosum of Elton. Matt is a senior member of the Marching Rangers playing the trombone. Matt is a member of Drama Club, Jazz Band, and Men's Bowling. Matt has participated in County Band, is an honor roll student, and is the commanding officer for the Marching Rangers. His future plans are to study computer technologies. He would like to thank his friends and family, Abby, Isaac, Mr. Kuster, Mr. Kearney, Martha, Mrs. Wenzel, and his cat, Coco, for all of their support. Matt's favorite memory was when Mr. Kuster yelled at him for not wearing shoes during practice because his brother stole them and threw them across the field. Matt is being escorted by his mother, Sharon. Remington Smith. Remington is the daughter of Ryan and Kimberly Smith of Summerhill. Remy is a member of the basketball team, track and field team, is an honor roll student, and is involved in National Honor Society, Student Council, Spirit Club, SAD, JCJCETs, and Spanish Honor Society. She is a 3-year letter winner in basketball and is a member of the LHAC championship team, a 2-time undefeated regular season basketball team, the 3-time District 6 championship basketball team, the PIAA Elite 8 team in 2020, and the Final Four team in 2021. She is also a National High School Coaches Association award recipient. Remy is a 3-year letter winner in track and field, a 3-time state meet qualifier, a member of the LHAC championship team, a District 6 silver medalist in the 100 and 300 meter hurdles, a 7th place medalist in the 100 meter hurdles at PIAA state track and field meet, an all-conference selection for LHAC, and the Forest Hills Girls Track and Field MVP award recipient. Remington's future plans are to attend college and continue her athletic career. She would like to thank her family, coaches, friends, and teammates for all of their support and the memories. Her favorite memory was making the Final Four basketball team last year. Remington is being escorted by her dad, Ryan. Maggie Steen. Maggie is the daughter of Brian and Peggy Steen of St. Michael. Maggie is a member of the National Honor Society and the Spanish Honor Society. She takes dance lessons at Le Dance Academy and volunteers at her church. Her future plans are to attend college and study psychology. Maggie would like to thank her parents for their assistance, love, and encouragement, her family and childhood babysitters for pushing her to be her best and molding her into the person she is today. Her favorite memory is after prom. Maggie is being escorted by her dad, Brian. Amber Troy. Amber is the daughter of Laura and Paul Troy of New Germany. Amber was the junior class secretary and is an honor roll student. She received the Group Dance Award at fundraiser event for autism awareness and participates in musical, student council, yearbook, dance, youth group, and spirit club. Amber would like to thank her friends and family for all their love and support. Her future plans are to attend college for nursing or radiation technology. Amber's favorite memory of school is prom. Amber is being escorted by her mom, Laura. Our other members of the homecoming court who are on the football team and are unable to participate in this evening's ceremony are Damon Crawley. Damon is the son of Trisha Crawley and Sherry Zach. Damon is a senior member of the football team wearing number 5 and playing running back and linebacker. Damon is a 4-year letter winner in football, an LHAC all-conference football player, a letter winner in basketball, and an all-second team football player. Damon is a member of the basketball team in track and field. His future plans are undecided. Damon would like to thank his family, friends, and coaches for all of their support. His favorite memory is going to Cal U. Damon is being represented tonight by his aunt and uncle, Shannon and David Hunter. Tyson Snyder. Tyson is the son of John and Kim Snyder of Sidman. Tyson is a senior member of the football team wearing number 14 and playing linebacker, safety, and quarterback. Tyson is a 2-year letter winner in football and is a member of the baseball team and ski club. Tyson's future plans are to study chemical engineering. He would like to thank his mom, dad, coaches for all of their support. His favorite memory is going to Cal U. Taylor Varanich. Taylor is the son of Josh and Amber Varanich of Salix. Taylor is a senior member of the football team wearing number 8 and playing linebacker and running back. Taylor is a letter winner in football and baseball, a member of Ski Club, SAD, FBLA, and the St. Michael Church. Taylor is a member of the baseball team and an LAJC champion. He was the junior class president. Taylor's future plans are to attend college, join the ROTC, and study microbiology and chemistry with hopes of becoming a military doctor. Taylor would like to thank his dad, mom, friends, and beautiful girlfriend Amber for all of their support. His favorite memory is going to Cal U. We would like to send a warm Ranger welcome to our 2020 Homecoming Queen and King, who will crown this year's royalty. The 2020 Homecoming Queen is Julia Shima. Julia is currently a freshman at UPJ studying early childhood education. She participates in track and field at UPJ. She hopes to get a teaching job somewhere close, get married to Zach, build a house, and start a family, and be happy. The 2020 Homecoming King is Zach Myers. Zach is currently a freshman at UPJ studying pre-med. He participates on the baseball team while at UPJ. His future plans are to become a physical therapist and open his own practice, then get married and start a family.
Matthew Rosa.
Okay, we're going to be back for the second half kickoff now. Score 42-6 in favor of the Bedford Bison. A real quick recap of the scores in the first half. After a long drive by Forest Hills, which stalled, Weber from Bedford scored on a 75-yard run. Next time Bedford touched the ball, Mercury Swain ran 95 yards. Swain recovered a fumble and returned it 52 yards. Then Forest Hills had a 2-yard run to Damon Crawley.
If it doesn't get claimed, it's ours.
Weber had a 75-yard kickoff return. Swain had an 80-yard return and a 12-yard reception by Maxwell Washington to set the score after 7 successful kicks for extra points by Lizzie Mart. Bedford received the second half kickoff and down the ball at their own 38-yard line will put the ball in play, 1st and 10, to open the second half with a running clock. So, normal situation now, the ball would have been dead and the clock would not have started until the snap. Well, let's see what happens now.
Yeah, when do they...
No, it's running now, so.
Okay, so it's winding now. Yep. All right, let's see if the Rangers made any defensive adjustments. I'll tell you what, they're in the backfield there, and it's a minimal gain, maybe a yard.
I think Bedford may have put the ball on the ground on that play. Bad snap from center.
That's Trenton Price, the fullback, number 9 for Bedford, getting his hands on it for the first time tonight, I believe.
First half, Bedford ran 8 scrimmage plays. 8 scrimmage plays.
Usually that's a good sign.
How so?
Well, maybe they never had a ball, or maybe they turned it over. It could be a good sign if they kept turning it over.
First down run for Bedford by number 9, Trenton Price. Forest Hills is having a difficult time tonight tackling the very, very tough Bedford runners.
For sure. Yeah, they're not the only ones, like we keep saying. They're 5-0 for a reason.
And they've won some big games and with big scores and beat tough opponents.
We're going to live and learn from tonight. Another tough run up the middle by Trenton Price for about 9. He's going to be just shy of a first down.
Well, in 2 plays, they've gained over 20 yards, and actually that's a positive for Forest Hills. Because they haven't scored on 2 offensive plays consecutively, which they did not do in the first half, except in that last drive when they had a long drive for in a short period of time for the final score by Washington.
And they're putting some guys on the ground. I mean, you got to look for little things. There they go again.
There's a gang tackle by the Rangers.
A little bit of gangrene. That's what you like to see.
The game was good for a first down for Bedford.
I know Gavin Blau was in on the stop there, and a host of other Rangers.
And put the ball in play now at the Forest Hills 39-yard line, 1st and 10.
Swayman motion, but the pitch goes to Washington. He breaks to the outside. There's a flag on the play. I think this one's going to come back as Washington takes it the rest of the way into the end zone, but I believe we have a holding call there.
Or a block in the back. Let's see.
Yeah.
He's in that area. It is a hold. You know, Scott, you might think that, all right, Bedford's up 42-6, and it's in the second half of a running clock game. And you might think, why doesn't Bedford put in their second or third team right now? Well, listen, next week they're playing Central. Their offense hasn't really been on the field very much to execute the plays that they have. And that's an important thing for them to do. They need to sharpen their skills and develop timing with their offensive line, and between their offensive line and their backs, perhaps, quarterback and receivers. So they need to get that working. You can't duplicate game conditions at practice.
Certainly.
And so, you can't say, hey, they're running up the score. No, that's not the case.
No, this is early in the third quarter. This is big boy football. They're not doing anything to run up the score, but there goes Trenton Price again.
Wow.
Man, tough to bring down. But like you said, at this point it is okay to look ahead. Looking forward to next week with this game in hand. And like you said, just sharpen their skills, and maybe there's a couple plays, blocking schemes, formations that they didn't get to try yet that they want to see played out under the lights.
The Rangers and 13. Another thing too is you worry also. I've got my first string in there. It's almost meaningless. However, you don't want anyone to get injured either. Your key players for next week's games.
Sure.
But I think that right now, very early in the third quarter, they're going to play hard, and you have to play hard.
Absolutely. And later in the game, there's an etiquette that I'm sure will be handled properly by both sides. Whether it's basketball, which I'm familiar with, and football, you kind of, if you're the team that's losing, wave the proverbial white flag, if you will, and make your line changes, make your substitutions, and the team that's winning will follow suit.
And you got to get, you want some other players to get the experience, get the playing time also.
Sure. Get them the reps and the development. And, they say some games you throw the tape away and move on to the next one. This might be what the staff chooses to do here, because there are brighter games and days ahead for this Ranger football team. They're still going to finish with a fight. Look at that play right there. That's number 14, Tyson Snyder, bursting into the backfield. taking down Washington, the ball carrier. Very nice play.
Had a loss on a play, and Forest Hills will be facing a Bedford team with a 3rd and 9 on the 14-yard line. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bedford up 42-6.
3rd and 8.
Mercury Swaim under center.
It gives up the middle to
Trenton Price.
He's been getting the lion's share of the work on this opening drive.
4th and 1. Ranger defense stiffening taking on the ball. Let me see here.
2 yards. They can get a first down here without getting a touchdown.
Mercury
Swaim
Swaim goes
that
forward.
Ball. Looked like the surge was enough to move the chains. We'll see.
Regardless, they'll stop the clock because it's going to be a first down somewhere, either for Forest Hills or Bedford, depending on the spot. First down, Bedford. 1st and goal at the, looks like the 4-yard line.
Yep, inside the 5, call it the 3. And keep an eye on the play clock here. I would think Bedford runs it down. Yeah, it's under 10, the middle up. They give up the middle to Price. And he does scoot across the end zone with a goal line for the Bison's touchdown.
And Lizzie Martz will be out to attempt her extra point. This will be her 7th appearance on the field tonight. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it is a different kicker.
Yes, it is.
I'm just assuming, yeah.
It hits the upright and bounces back. That is not a good conversion attempt. That was number 82, Ava Sipes.
Yeah.
They have 2. It's unusual. They have 2 girl kickers on the team.
Yeah,
both seem to have a really strong leg.
Strong legs, too. Well, very well.
3. Please report to the press box if you have that matching ticket.
Tough year in and year out there. Very cool to see him contributing here.
So with 5 minutes and 31 seconds on the third quarter clock, Bedford jumps out to a 48-6 lead. Number 72, Parker Sigler, sets the ball on a tee for Forest Hill, or for Bedford for the kickoff. I'm sorry, he just set the ball down.
You're right. He did set the ball down.
Kicking is number 61, Carter Kuntz.
We've got a lot of specialty players willing to kick the ball. Brady Chris getting a lot of work here. And that's kind of an easy call. There is a flag there for a late hit out of bounds on Brady Chris. That's number 10, Bedford, Justin Arnold. Seemed like Chris was clearly out of bounds and kind of hung on there. Probably could have let go. Might have been a little unnecessary, and the official made the call.
Right. It was one of those things where the player, I'm sure there was nothing malicious intended there. Just grab a hold of him. He was out of bounds and probably pushed him a yard or two than he should have.
As an official, we talk about what they do in the locker room when team of officials goes into the locker room at halftime too. In a game like this, isn't there a discussion like, hey, let's keep everything under control? Maybe not a quick whistle, but watching for things like that so that nothing gets too chippy.
Exactly. You've got to make sure that players are doing their job and as an official, you want to make sure you keep the game in hand. You don't want anyone to get too excited about something and cause a player to be ejected or get a personal foul.
Right.
Poldiak with the ball.
He's going to keep it. He's got some room.
Oh, a nice block.
Nice peel back block there from Nick Caddy. Sprung Poldiak for an extra 5 yards on that run. Well, bootleg out there to his right. Didn't see anything he liked downfield, so he tucked it in.
Nice move by Poldiak. Under center again. Gives it to Nick Caddy, and he'll pick up a few. And normally this would be a situation where the clock stops knocking out of bounds, but the clock is running. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the third.
And what we didn't mention yet, you don't see number 5 on the field, and I was wondering if, just giving somebody else a look here with the game in hand and without speculating, Damon Crawley is in street clothes and sweatpants on the sidelines watching the rest of the half. Don't know, we didn't get any reports of any injuries or anything, so don't know the reason, but he has seen his last action today.
Good observation. I did not know that. Forest Hills is faced with a 3rd and 2 at their own, just inside the 30, about the 29-yard line. Colton Daniel with the ball.
Give to Daniel. Nice carry.
Drags a couple of players with him to get a first down to the Rangers at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. It's another thing the officials will talk about at halftime is, we got a running clock here. Clock stops when you get a first down, move the chains. Usually the referee will restart the clock once the down marker is set. Let the other two guys get to their spots. If it takes an extra couple seconds, that's okay. Nick Caddy with the ball. Covers up nicely.
He does, yes. Good ball security there.
Time of possession in this game is amazing. If you would think if you told me the score was 48-6 and then that's all you told me, and then you told me who had the time of possession, I guarantee that it would be the team that had 46 would have the time of possession.
Right.
Not tonight.
It is a game of big plays. Check that, monster plays.
Nice run by Nick Caddy.
Really nice run.
Takes the ball down to the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rangers at the 10. Minute 40 to go in the third quarter.
Yes, 1st and goal. Cannot get a first down here. Got to get 6.
Poldiak hands to Caddy again. Cut back.
Nice cut back. Inside the 5 to the 4, 3. Clock winds down to about a minute to play here in the third. Good hard run. Nick Caddy in for the touchdown. Nice to see him rewarded with that goal line carry as he really significant force on this Ranger drive.
That takes the score to 48-12, 55 seconds to go in the third quarter. Forest Hills will be lining up for the kick conversion. I thought they might be going for 2, but we're going to have an attempted kick by number 7, Nolan Savala. Jake Poldiak with the hold, and the conversion is good.
Nice job. Nice looking snap, hold, and kick. 48-13, just under a minute to play here in the third quarter. And as we said, the Rangers will keep fighting in this game in hand, but when you're coaching and you're playing, you are always building for something.
And back in the late 1960s, whenever the 9 different communities merged to create the Forest Hills School District, it brought together a variety of people and walks of life, but the Forest Hills School District has become the center of the area for these 9 communities. And they're small communities. They've got Southwark and Wilmore and Dunlow, and it goes on and on. Beaverdale.
Germany, yeah.
Absolutely. And somehow being a Forest Hills Ranger, it instills pride in you just by the fact that you are a Forest Hills Ranger. You're a parent of a Ranger. You go to the Forest Hills School District. So much of the community is centered around what happens and what is Forest Hills.
Yep, that's really well said, and it does. I hope these kids feel the pride that we did, as I did growing up and going to school here, and that's certainly well said. And a night like this doesn't change that whatsoever.
No, not at all. We had a great night here with homecoming, the tailgate party, the people just seeing each other again. This is sort of like a weekly homecoming, if you will, for so many people. You see them at Forest Hills football games.
Absolutely.
Kick was just hit at the 45-yard line and down by number 72 for Bedford. That was a nice play by that up lineman.
And I was looking at my papers, and was that an onside? Was it an intentional onside kick?
I don't believe so. That was Parker Sigler who. It was a line drive kick, but I think it was going to be a squib kick down low and hard.
Trying to bounce it off one of the up guys, maybe, see what happens.
Sigler would not allow that to happen. He corralled the ball and then fell on it.
You just fall on it, yep.
That's all you need to do. Bedford will put the ball play at their own 45-yard line, 1st and 10, with 52 seconds to go on a turning clock. We talked about this a little bit earlier about when substitutions will begin. Well, right now they have begun. Number 11, Joey Huxta, is in at quarterback for Bedford, and that play was a loss of a yard, and yet right then you can almost see that it wasn't the clockwork that was displayed by Bedford in previous plays. That the second, third team is having a little bit of an issue with the handoff and the snap. That play will end the third quarter as both squads go to the bench with about 10 seconds to go. They know they're not going to run another play. And the score at the end of the third is Bedford 48 and the homestanding Forest Hills Rangers 13.
In a situation like this as a coach, I can assure you, you are coaching just as hard at this point in the game than you are in a one-point game. It's just a different facet of coaching. You're not thinking about strategy and what am I doing this play to stop them and personnel. You have a group of guys that come and work hard at practice every day, getting a chance. A lot of JV players out there, and you want to put them in the best situation to succeed, to get positive reps. And it is just as intense of a coaching situation as it is, if it's a tight game. It's just different. It's just doing different things.
And you're speaking about that as a coach. You are an assistant coach for the Forest Hills, the very, very, very successful Forest Hills girls basketball team. Head coach Carol Cesari and you have put together a great program for the Lady Rangers. And so when you're talking about the coaching aspect, what's going on. Bedford with the ball and a pitch.
Nice run there. didn't get an angle. Another big play for the Bedford Bisons.
That's Quincy Swain.
Quincy Swain. I believe that's the younger brother there of Mercury.
He is a freshman, 5'6", 140-pound freshman, Quincy Swain.
There's, that family knows what to do with the ball in their hands, don't they?
Sure do.
Wow.
That was I believe it was a 53-yard run. And that puts the score at 54-13 with the extra point pending.
This is number 82.
That's Ava Sipes.
Ava, yeah.
Attempting. We have a flag.
Too many men on the field.
I think that will be it. It would be an illegal substitution on Bedford's part, I believe. Let's see the signal. Oh, they call a false start.
All right.
Move back 5 yards. Let's see what Ava will do with that one.
So she certainly showed the leg strength on the last kick that just went
off the upright.
Missing, yeah.
And the extra point is good. Ava Sipes kicks it over.
Even after the 5-yard penalty, still bangs it through. Brings us to 55-13 score here with 11:43 left. All right, ball's teed up and ready to go.
Carter Coons on the kickoff for Bedford. Boots it deep. Some nice
Chris
moves.
hangs on to it.
Chris shows
Nice
some
job.
good open field moves there. Takes the ball back to the 31-yard line. Forced Hills to put the ball in play 1st and 10 at that spot.
Quincy Swayman on the tackle. He scores a touchdown, comes out on special teams, and gets in on the stop. Bison in control. You notice there's no S when you say bison. Like if you see more than one bison, it's still bison.
It's a herd of bison.
Yeah. A lot of people want to say bisons. It's incorrect.
Thank you, Mr. Grammer. I appreciate that. All right, we've got
Pass
2nd
up an
and 7.
opportunity to learn.
Right, absolutely. On the other hand, when you see a group of Rangers, it is Rangers.
Right. I think everyone knew that.
Oh. And the Rangers on the field now are not the starting group, but they are the 2nd or 3rd team, and they are moving the ball nicely. 1st and 10 now.
Nice hard run there. You don't see number 64 carrying the ball there much, right? Corey Marsalco.
Yeah, I did a double take on that one.
Right? I see that right? 64?
Or was he the lead blocker? Was that? I thought it might have been number 33, Max Dombrowski.
Okay.
But
you're probably right.
I don't know.
He is the up back in the backfield there. He's the
yes, he is.
Tailback in the eye. Or I'm sorry, the fullback in the eye. That one goes to number 28. That's Ben Hartice getting in on the action.
My grandson played baseball this past summer with Ben Hartice, and Ben's a very nice baseball player.
Yeah.
And both, these schools with this size, most of the kids will play more than one sport.
Yeah.
They could wrestle, they play football, they baseball and basketball, and run track and do all that. And it's a nice way to experience the whole high school academic experience.
We love our athletes playing multiple sports.
Nice play, nice catch by number 21, Dayton Mall.
Yeah. Dayton Mall's been in on defense last few series, playing some corner, and gets his first reception of the game here.
Nice throw by Poldiak.
Nice run to the outside, hit that hole nice and hard. Turns on the Jets down the right sideline. Really good run there by Ben Hartice.
Very nice. Takes the ball down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. And you wonder, might question, well, why is your starting quarterback in the game yet for Forest Hills? Number 9, Jake Poldiak. Well, Jake Poldiak is a sophomore. And anytime you get a snap, anytime you get the experience on the field, it's valuable experience in the game situation. And as you mentioned earlier, Coach Myers is building for the future.
Yep. There's 64 again. Corey Marisalco, the second carry on the drive. 2nd down, about 5 to go.
Ball's near the 10-yard line. Looks like it's right on the 10-yard line.
It's Rangers' second unit doing a nice job matriculating the ball down the field.
Okay, Hankstram.
Hartice with a nice run off a big hole in the right side of that offensive line.
And he scores.
He's across the goal line into the end zone for a touchdown. Nice job by this second group.
Forest Hills lining up for a 2-point conversion. And they are in for that 2-point conversion.
With what works. I believe that was Hartice again. Finding room off that right side of the offensive line. Some nice blocking up front there. I saw Cade and Christ. Zachary Spissock. Guys doing a nice job clearing away for these Ranger running backs.
55-21 with 7:52 to go in the 4th quarter. You talked about matriculating the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Are you old enough to know who Hank Stram was?
Yeah. Are you?
Oh, I'm plenty old enough to know.
Coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right.
And I think, is that a soundbite from Super Bowl 1 or 2?
It's a soundbite from one of those.
Yeah.
We must keep matriculating the ball down the field.
That's it, boys. I'm not old enough to remember that, but somebody recorded it and played it on TV, so I've seen it.
Nolan Savala is teeing the ball up for the Rangers at the 40-yard line.
punch kick there, trying to find a soft spot in that kick return team. And the ball goes out of bounds, which results in a flag being thrown, and that counts as illegal.
And that is illegal procedure. And the receiving team has 3 options. They could have the ball re-kicked from 5 yards closer. They could take the ball where it goes out of bounds, or they could take the ball at 25 yards beyond the free kick line. When the ball is kicked from the 40-yard line, that makes it the 35-yard line. If there would have been a penalty prior to that, let's say they kicked off from the 25-yard line, they'd be putting the ball in play at the 50. It's 25 yards from the free kick line. I imagine they're going to put the ball at the 35.
A lot of options.
A lot of options. 5-yard penalty for illegal procedure. I never saw that one. They put it at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not sure.
I have to talk to my current rules interpreter about that because I've been out of this for 7 years now, I guess.
Yeah. Quincy Swayman motion. The pitch is back to him, but it's a poor one. He has to go and scramble just to pick it up, and then he's tackled out of bounds. And flag down on the play.
Flag was thrown very shortly after the snap. Officials have this little discussion going on here.
I believe they decided on Morris's.
Personal foul against Bedford. They'll take the 15.
Time for that flag to be thrown, huh? For a personal foul. Something in the trenches there.
Yep. Because it was very quick right after the snap.
Yeah, they were just scrambling after that errant pitch when the flag was thrown.
Oh, a lineman could have come up, in the face of a
illegal hands to the face is that
something like
a
that.
Personal foul?
And yes, and in high school they don't announce the
number,
the actual offense, or the number.
Okay.
I'll run up the middle. Oh.
Yep. Looks like number 43, Lucas Deloach, playing middle linebacker. He's a sophomore from Forest Hills.
Second and a long way to go. We're going to call it about 21 yards to go for a first down.
27 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, 25. Pitch around the left side.
He's got room and he's got speed, don't they? Oh, number 17 is Owen Tidro from Bedford. It's a big chunk back. Isaiah Sheck in on a tackle there, number 84 for Forest Hills.
Looks like about 3rd and 17 or 18 to go.
Yes. Scoreboard has it 3rd and 18 as we tick down to 6 minutes to go. Bedford will keep it on the ground there.
Fourth and 17. See, I wouldn't be surprised if Bedford would have put their first team in to punt the ball, simply because to get some practice doing that. But it doesn't look like they are going to do that.
No, I can understand if they would, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, they're going to take a timeout. and discuss this. Bedford called a timeout with 5 minutes and 8 seconds to go. 4th down and 17. The ball was spotted at the 31-yard line. So Forest Hills will get the ball back, hopefully with the chance to add to their total. Bedford does line up in a punt formation.
Yes. However, not their first group. I don't believe. No.
Number 21, Dayton Mall, drops back to receive the punt for Forest Hills. Nice punt. Dayton
nice,
Mall
good
calls
hang
for a fair
time.
catch. So, with 5 minutes and 1 second to go in the ball game, Forest Hills will put the ball in play. First down, 10 yards to go at their own 37-yard line.
Maddox Dombrowski split out wide here on our side of the field. Keep it on the ground to Hartice. Gets a gain of 3.
Now this is going to set up the big Laurel Highlands Conference meeting next week between the Dragons of Central High School and the Bedford Bison. And more than likely, that will determine the Laurel Highlands Championship. Both teams will probably be going into the game with 6-0 records. We haven't heard what Central is doing with Richland tonight.
Haven't heard that score. Richland's certainly capable of pulling that upset
Absolutely.
there too. But yeah, either way, a huge matchup next week, and you know, that game won't define either team. They can still move on into the playoffs and achieve great success there. But man, as far as the conference game goes, you're in the second week of October, having potentially 2 undefeated squads. That's a big-time game.
Yep. 3rd down and 3 for Forest Hills.
Oh. Marsalco with the carry, getting close.
Good hard run, twisting run.
Going to be just short.
4th and 1.
4th and 1.
I'll bet they go for it.
Yeah.
Right now, what do you have to lose? 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game.
Same play.
Good result. Right at midfield, first down for the Rangers. 1st and 10, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
Rangers come up to the line. 10 seconds on the play clock. Podiak gets it off. Hands it off to Hartice. Breaks through the left side. Really nice hard run for a first down gain.
Inside the 40-yard line, around the 38. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. Clock is starting again after the first down sticks are moved. Hartice again with the ball carrier. It was the ball carrier, and once again, gets the necessary yardage for the first down. Forest Hills moving the ball quite nicely here at the final stages of the game. Puts the ball in play at the 27.5-yard line.
Speaking of looking ahead, next week, Rangers will be right back here in Sidman for a matchup against the Westmont Hilltoppers. And that's another quality opponent. We talked to Coach Myers before the game. There's no easy nights in the Laurel Highlands. Westmont brings a unique challenge with the style of offense that they run. They love to keep the ball on the ground too. So I would guess that the Rangers will be focused on tackling this week at practice after tonight's performance. And I'm very confident they come out next week and have a very good showing against Westmont. It'll be a good ball game.
Boy, Hartice is running very hard. They're doing a nice job. And that wasn't Hartice right there. Once again, that was 64.
That's Marcelka.
Corey
right?
Marcelka.
Yeah. Did a nice job with his hands on the ball
yes,
tonight.
Sir. Down to 35 seconds in the ball game. Forest Hills never say quit, never say die.
Could be the final play.
Boldiak under center. Pitch back to Hartice.
He does get knocked out of bounds, but the clock will still move.
Not yet, because of the sticks being moved. It is a first down, so the clock stops, and they wound it again. Probably the last play.
I think that's going to do it. The Rangers trying to scoot up to the line, get one more play off. Hope they do.
Yes, they do.
The pitch goes wide. Hartice trying to get another touchdown.
Just doesn't quite make it.
Great effort. Ball goes outside. He's fumbled out of bounds there to end the game. Not what the Rangers hope for tonight. You're going to take the positives away from it. There was a lot of big plays, an unbelievable amount of big plays by the Bedford Bison in that first half. It just dug the Rangers too big of a hole too early. They had some sustained drives that were stalled then by penalties and a turnover, and that's just not a recipe for success against such a dangerous and talented team like Bedford.
And with the final score of 55-21, you would never think that the Forest Hills Rangers dominated the time of possession, but the big plays that Bedford produced were just too much for the Rangers to handle. As you said, a lot of positives, a good night here in Sidman, and we wish both teams good luck next week as Bedford will face Central and the Rangers will come up against the Westmont Hilltoppers. Great job tonight, Scott. Thank you very much.
Hey, good job. It's my pleasure. The positives are the community together, the homecoming, the tailgate. That's what it's all about. You got to have perspective in a night like this. My perspective is I got to talk about football with my dad for about 2.5 hours. That's not a bad day. And thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.